Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to do that just yet because I need to talk to you guys about some things that I've learned first. If you want to join me, stay tuned. Hello, plant community. Thanks for tuning into Full of Foliage. Pam's here creating a safe space, showing lots of grace, sharing a lot of plant care, plant hauls, planty crafts, and the occasional shopping trips. Join me so that we can become planty friends, have fun, and possibly learn and grow. Hey guys, so real quick, from the title of this video and the little skit I did in the beginning, y'all already know where we're going with it, or do you? In today's video, you guys, I'm going to be sharing with you a small collection of plants that I've tried multiple times. I'm going to talk a little bit about them, and if I'm able to provide any type of learning experience that I have picked up thus far, I will share with you. So if this seems like something that you might be interested in, and show support by giving big thumbs up, liking and sharing to a person that you feel could benefit from this, whether or not if they learn something or so be it for entertainment purposes only. Let's dive right on in. Okay, so let's just get that one completely out of the way. Y'all probably already know what it is. I've been talking about her for some time, and that's the Alocasia jacklyn, or what's left of her. I just recently shared with you guys what was going on with her, which I really don't know. This one is actually my third time trying, and they say third time is a charm, but really it's not a charm in my world. So at least with the jacklyn, I can at least say, and I don't know what the issue is. Because I have her in this contraption, and one of you guys recommended that I at least give it a go before I chuck this sucker in the trash. And I thought about that when I read one of your comments, one of you guys' comments, and y'all said try it because y'all did it and it was successful. And I said, you know what, I don't know why I didn't think of that, because I have multiple vessels of alocasias growing in contraptions like this. Look, you guys, I have proof I can grow alocasias, just not this one. Case in point, this pink princess that I just showed you guys recently, she's in a similar contraption, but unbeknownst to me, for some reason she loves me and that one just can't stand me. This one is a beautiful specimen, and she's growing and thriving and pushing out multiple leaves in a non-growing season. Another case, in my defense, this beauty right here, you guys, I love this plant. My silver blush, she's in a similar type of contraption, and she is thriving and loving it. This is the latest leaf that she's provided me, and it hasn't even hardened off yet. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Like, she's being grown inside my home. No issues. Go figure that. So when it comes to her, the only lesson that I can possibly learn from this plant does not like my environment, and I'm okay with that. So let me tell you something though. If she, by chance, I'm holding on to her until the growing season. I'm praying and hoping that maybe she's dormant. One last hoorah. And you know what? Let me tell you something, guys. If she happened to grow some leaves out of this would be the best, greatest survival story I could ever tell on this channel, right? Stay tuned. More than likely, my gut says she's going to go right where y'all saw her in the very beginning of this video. Like, seriously, I'm done. My next one, you guys, is a showstopper thriller. Y'all have seen her multiple times on this channel. I praise her so much because she just gives me so much joy. I just recently also shared her, and y'all probably already know she's too big to even put in a frame, but I'm going to show bits of her right in front, and that is my Calathea orbifolia, you guys. Like, why is she so massive? She's so massive, so gorgeous. So let me put her down. And roots hanging out the pot. She's in a self-watering pot. She's so heavy, you guys, I had to put her down. This is my second go round with her. The first time that I brought her, I had her growing inside my home. And she did a quick demise. And I think my lesson at that time is I don't think I was really watering her or taking for granted exactly what Calathea need in regards to watering. And I love the look of this plant so much till I said, you know what, I'm not going to let that stop me. And I purchased her again. But this time I went straight into action and just put her in a self-watering pot. I also felt like she needed a little bit more light than what I was able to give her in the home. And I brought her in here, and unbeknownst to me, she just exploded in growth. So much so where I probably, I don't know, I could not probably put her back inside my home. I don't really have the space for her per se. So she's going to really stay here in this environment. And trust me, guys, when I tell you, I have cut multiple leaves off. So she definitely is one of those representation of how pruning your plants can really create or promote the overall health of your plant. This is coffee. I love coffee. But yeah, so I learned changing my watering habits with this particular plant helped me understand her. And that's the beauty about some plants. You know, some plants you can learn things from and actually try again and they'll thrive. And then you can try multiple times, like with this Alocasia jacklyn, and it's still no successes, which is kind of weird to me, but I'll take it, you know. But I won't buy the jacklyn again because I just won't. It would have to honestly be gifted to me for me to give it another go. And I'm so serious about that. But I love my orbifolia. She is just simply amazing nonetheless. Now, I do have 3 other plants that I want to share with you guys, but I do want to make an honorable mention to my, I'm not really going to show her on the video, I'll tell you, but I did want to give an honorable mention to my ring of fire that I have growing on the floor down here. I did not include her into this videos because I haven't really had her in my home, I don't even think a month yet. So I really I didn't learn anything. You know, this is going to be my second time trying her. Yeah, she could be put on just a show and tell type of thing, but I can't really provide you with any foresight, any information. Not yet. I just got her, right? So I don't know if I'm going to, one, be successful with her, if I'm going to have any struggles, if it's going to be similar struggles, whatever the case may be, yada, yada, yada. I don't know, but maybe that'll be for another conversation between you and I. What you say? Let me know in the comments. But anyway, now I am going to jump to this one right here. And I just realized a lot of my plants that's like, are mainly Alocasias, not by design, but they're here. We're going to talk about them today. So this is the frydek. And I don't know if this is a variety or a type or whatever. I've been hearing different pieces of information regarding this plant. But anyway, so this is actually my 3rd time trying her, you guys. And I gotta say, this is the longest I've ever kept one alive. And for those of you who've been growing this beauty, I was just, you know, living vicariously through your world when I see such beautifully displayed versions of this. And I was like, how? Why? Can it be me? Can I get it too? I don't know. But one thing I've noticed, this is my 3rd time, and this is my 3rd and final time, you guys. So please, because you're so beautiful, like, grow for me, stay healthy for me. Talking, this is my last effort. But one thing that I've learned is don't change the substrate. Now let's go back. Like I said, this is my third time purchasing her. I think the first time that I got one was a gift from my hubby. And it was, if memory serves me correct, it came through the mail, but it was during the summertime. And when it came, not saying it wasn't in good condition, but I think the heat or elements must have got to it because the leaves were kind of like melted. And I was like, okay. And she was droopy. And I tried my best to revive her, but I just could not revive her. And so she met a quick demise. Then I think the second one I purchased, and what I did, me being all fast, which is a lesson that I'm slowly learning, and y'all may have already heard me talk about it on this channel. Second time I brought her, you guys, I said, oh no, she's not gonna die on me. So what I do, I go attacking the roots. Eh, eh, eh. I should have known better, you guys. I really should have known better. But no, not up here. My mind was like, I've got to save her before she was even sick. So why did I do that? I don't know. I think I panicked and quickly met a demise when I started. I just changed her substrate and instantly put her, I think, in semi-hydro. Because I saw everybody else that was thriving had it in that substrate. So I quickly did that. Wrong decision. I also purchased that online. So I should have waited. So third purchase, which I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but I am going to talk about it briefly. I found this beautiful specimen in Home Depot. And y'all would have been laughing at me. I'm standing there looking at, it was this one and maybe like two other ones. I'm standing there like I'm investigating. I'm standing there looking at them like I'm about to interrogate each one of them saying, should I bring you home? Y'all convince me why I should bring you home type of situation. Y'all would have been laughing at me because I was like struggling internally with myself whether or not if I should buy it or not. And I said, you know what? This is the first time you've ever seen one face to face. Buy it, Pam. And so far, so good. This is the longest I've actually had one in my collection. So far, she has not met a quick demise. And I hope she doesn't make a demise. So it got me to wondering if traveling or buying this plant online and the travel kind of shocks it. So that's one. Two, I learned my lesson. I did not change the substrate. It came in this. Y'all guys may have seen this in Home Depot. I have not changed the substrate. And it has, the substrate is like cocoa peat. And I think it's topped with like some kind of moss. I don't know if the camera's going to show y'all. But anyway, I haven't changed the substrate. I definitely make sure I try my best to keep her moist. I don't let her dry out at all because I do notice that if you are antsy with the watering, that's when the spider might start coming. For me, it's been like that, my experience. And not just for this alocasia, but just in alocasias in general to me. If I'm not up with the watering, it seems like they are open to be attacked by pests, which happens to be spider mite in the case for me. And she's had spider mite maybe twice, and I caught it right on time because, again, like I said, I try my best to be up on watering. And so she didn't really create too many damages thus far. She did, of course, this leaf right here is dying off, and I will cut this at the end. But oh, I just realized I see a little leaf coming up here, and it does look like it's some, it's new growth coming right here as well. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I can actually see, since the petiole is such a lime green, I can see the dark green. I don't even know if y'all can see that coming out. So that's super exciting. So lesson I've learned is just don't be so quick to try to change situations with plants, and I've said this before too. You have to study the plant first before you start making changes. Um, and I just overreacted with this particular species. Um, Alocasias can be quite intimidating because, depending on the type, they need certain kinds of humidity, depending, proper lighting, definitely water if nothing else. But I feel like because I've been trying with other type of, well, no, other types of ways of growing fussy plants. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm building up my confidence where I feel like maybe, just maybe I can have her in my collection for quite some time. Wish me luck, you guys. Now, this other one, you guys, it's not by design, but it is an alocasia. And I don't know why I can't grow this one. I really don't know why. This is my second time trying this one. Look, okay, if this is any indication of what the plant looked like when I got it, she had big leaves and I wanted to mount her a point, but mount what air now at this point, but why you still have it in there? I feel like positive energy. I don't know. But guys, this is supposed to be the silver dragon alocasia. This is my second attempt. Like I said, I don't know why it's so hard for me to grow this plant. Y'all seen the alocasia dragon that I have? Y'all see the alocasias that I have growing? Um, I don't know what's the deal with the silver dragon. I really don't know. Now again, I don't know. I brought this plant also online. The first time, I think I also, did I buy it online? Or did I have it up close? I know the first time that I brought it, it was like really early in the beginning of my plant journey. And it may have been like the first time I've seen these in a big box store. Go figure, right? Because y'all already know how I feel about the big box stores, at least in my area. But yeah, I got this online and man, I thought she was going to do great. But I changed her substrate and I had to, you guys. She came to me and she was just declining instantly. And I was like, dang. So because of that, I did opposite of what I just said. I changed her substrate. But in my defense, you guys, and I wish I shared that journey, but who knew? Hindsight is 2020. She was thriving. She was doing so well. And then bam, all of a sudden, she started curling her leaves in. She started dropping. So I don't know. I have her in like a no drainage little plastic Chinese container or something like that I had food in. Leca down at the bottom and soil up at the top. Traditionally, this would have worked in my mind. Now, unless she is dormant, which I don't think that's the case, as I have her in a spot where other alocasias and anthuriums are there. Like, they are, like this anthurium, I keep bringing her up, they're pretty much in the same spot. Almost the same type of growing the exact conditions. What's going on? I don't know. I really don't know. So this plant has just taught me a lesson of there's just plants that will not thrive in my care. And I don't think it has anything to do with species or genus. It could be just maybe the genetic of that plant. Now, I find it kind of strange. I'm able to grow alocasias in my home, clearly, but not this one. And I'm okay with that. I'm hoping that maybe she's dormant and come springtime, I'll start seeing some sprouts. I really don't know. But do I love this plant so much where I would be willing to try her a third time? I don't think I have it in me, you guys, and I don't know if I would. So she would actually have to come to life all over again. Fight to live, girl. Fight to live, because you're going to be in that trash. I'm sorry, you're going to be in there. She is. Because let me tell you something, you guys. This year, I'm not going to feel bad about trashing plants. I'm not. I'm not going to feel bad about getting rid of plants that don't bring me joy. Whether I give it to a friend who's willing to take it now, or I'm trashing it completely. And I don't have no shame in that. The collection is designed for me, for my aesthetics, for my liking, as it would be for your collection and everyone else collection, whatever it is you like. And I'm not going to hold on to these plants hoping and praying that they'll come around as my collection grows, and then I'm getting stressed out because I have some kind of guilt trip type of situation going on because I don't want to throw it in the trash. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So sorry, you guys. You can judge me if you want, but this is the reality of it, and I'm sharing it with you. But yeah, I don't think I'll be buying her again, and it's okay. She just can't grow. Girl, good luck. Now, my last plant, you guys, I don't know if I don't remember. I can't remember if I shared this plant with y'all at all. I've had this plant for roughly 2 months, give or take, and I'm sharing her a little bit more earlier than I would. Now, I know I just recently told y'all about the reason why I'm not sharing Ring of Fire, and I'm not sharing a Ring of Fire because I really haven't learned anything yet. So far, even though I've only had this plant in my collection for about like 2 months, I feel like I have learned something, and that something is what I want to share with you guys. And that's my, what are you? My Syngonium Frosted Heart, you guys. This is my second attempt. Since I've had her, now, when I got this plant, ordered it online, when I got this plant, she, as you can see, she was not very frosty at all at best. She had leaves like this. Now, I can say so far, fingers, cross fingers, she has become a little bit pronounced in the frostiness, and I'm hoping she will continue that pattern. Um, and she also, I just noticed by looking at it with you guys, is she is growing another leaf, which is super exciting. The good news so far, now I feel like I've learned something because my first time buying her, um, she was going downhill real fast. I made an attempt to bring her back. I changed her location. I think I initially had her growing inside my home. She wasn't doing well. Brought her in here and she started thriving. And I think I had to reestablish her roots, regrow her again. And then she went declining again and I was not able to revive her. I just don't know what was going on. And I don't know. It was shocking to me because y'all seen my chia pens and how I've changed. And I probably need to show y'all guys an update with that too, because yeah, maybe I'll do that. Just show y'all updates as far as where I'm at with her. But y'all seen me grow her and how big she has gotten, how tall, how beautiful her leaves. So I'm thinking, okay, the Frosted Heart should not be that different. But clearly I've learned that her needs is a little bit different from the original one. One of the things that I've learned is you you can't really skip waterings too much with chia pensis in general, but I can say I feel like the green one, or green variety, is a little bit more forgiving if you did miss a watering as opposed to this one. I don't think it's a humidity issue, even though I do have my humidifier right here. She's not on right now. I need to refill her back up. And I'm looking at my thermostat right now, and currently it's only 36% humidity in here. So, and she's being grown in here. And when I brought her home, or once she was delivered to me, she's been growing in here. Two, I did not mess with her roots. I did not change her substrate at all. And it looks like a similar type of situation. Soil with some form of, I don't know, is this moss on top. And right now, the moss feels fairly dry by just touching. and beyond the soil is slightly moist. But when I feel that the top is dry like this, I give her a drink. So at the end of this video, you guys, I will be giving her a drink. She is getting ambient lighting. I don't know how to classify the lighting situation because she's on my shelving unit over here where it's covering for the window, and then she's getting some artificial lighting from my Sansi, which I do love. And then she's getting real light from this window right here. And I can't remember if it's southeast or some kind of facing window, the direction. But of course, it's not intense light because of the season that we're in. So I don't know if she will be able to stay there permanently or if I would have to move her when spring and summertime come. Right now, for the most part, I can say she is doing good, and that's a lot for me. When I got her, she was just quickly demising like fast. So the fact that I've been able to keep her alive for the past 2 months, and she's also grown leaves that show some sign of frost, I just feel very hopeful and just putting a little bit another notch on my belt as far as learning things in regards to this plant. So y'all let me know too if y'all have both varieties, if you feel that the Frosted Heart is also a little bit more challenging to grow. Again, I'm not going to mess with her substrate at all. If it's not broke, why fix it, right? That's my lesson. And that also ends this video. Share with me in this plant community, you guys, any plants that you've tried multiple times. Are you more than one-time trier? Because honestly, I think to be fair to ourselves, we should at least try a plant. If we're not able to grow it successfully the first time, I think we do owe it to ourselves to see if we learned anything from the experience that we had to try the plant maybe a second time. If the plant seems to just not do it for you and you realize that quickly after you brought this plant for the first time, I can understand the reason why you may not want to try it again, because I think I've done that too. I may have did a quick impulse by thinking that I really liked the plant, got it and cared for it, and say, okay, it's not really pulling strongly at my heartstrings. So I can understand that. But outside of that, I think we owe it to ourselves to at least get the plant again to try it out. Now, third time, you have to really be in love with that plant. And that's what I thought I was with Jackie here. But, you know, I had enough of Jackie. She's getting out of my world in my life. But she better show and improve. She got about 3 months to do it in. And I'm looking at her 3 months and she's out of here. But yeah, share with us any plant challenges. Which plants have you tried more than once? Successes, failures, if you learned anything from it. Because, you know, I do. I'm hoping you guys are the same. I learn life lessons from my experience as well as hearing other people's experiences because, you know, everybody's thoughts can help the next man. This is this video, you guys. Keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do and you love listening to planting things, definitely subscribe to this channel. If you haven't, double check, please. And double check and make sure that you are subscribed. I think sometimes what be happening is I'm saying double check, make sure you're subscribed. And I feel like people are checking it, thinking that they have subscribed, but then they realize that they've unchecked it. So if you could just do that thing for me, I would really appreciate it. Thanks to everybody giving me big thumbs up. Keep doing it so it can get my channel out there. I appreciate y'all. All the support, all the kind words. I love reading y'all thoughts. It is hilarious to me. Just keep them coming if you're able to. I understand everybody's not able to, and I just appreciate the fact that you're spending a little time here with me in my sunroom. So, yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.